you want to go first, Brad, or do you want me to go?
You can go first because I'm not sure what I would say.
Well, I mean, I can understand the sincerity and the depth of feeling that gives rise to these sorts of perceptions that the universe is benevolent, there's an intelligent power behind it. But at the end of the day, I feel that these are anthropomorphic projections. In other words, as human beings, we tend to want to make sense of the world in which we live. And it's quite natural for us to do so in human
Mhm.
terms. And that I think is often, I feel, what lies behind the idea of God is this anthropomorphic language. In other words, to present God in the shape of a human being. And a lot of, even if people are theistic, if they're of a more mystical orientation, the first thing they will do will be to recognize that what is essential about God is that he cannot be understood in the categories of the created world, if we put it in theological terms. So to talk of God as good, to talk of God as benevolent or as intelligent, is actually saying more about us than it is about God. And in that sense, I feel, in my practice of Zen, for example, it's about having the courage perhaps and the honesty to open up the fact that we do not know what on earth is going on in a deep sense, to give the universe or God, which often are, like Spinoza, they're kind of rolled into one. To speak of those in human terms, I think, is in a sense, it's a kind of almost an arrogance, I think, there, to assume that the universe must somehow mirror us. Rather than be something that is profoundly um, strange and profoundly vaster and more weird than I feel that this human brain can in some way comprehend. And so to be open to God, if you're going to use that language, is to be open to the utter mystery and wonder of life, and to give up the attempt to try to explain it or define it in overtly human terms.
Thank you. I think that's a great answer. I don't know if I can top that or even add anything to it. I think that's kind of the issue is too much anthropomorphizing it, and yeah, maybe I'll stop saying God from now on. I don't know.